Seeker. Welcome to the Awakening Her podcast. I am so grateful that you've been led here, and I'm excited for you that you're answering the call to manifest more magic in your life by mastering the law of attraction. So cool. My name is Talia, and I'm committed to cutting the fluff and showing you exactly how to manifest more excitement, ease, success, abundance, confidence, love, and anything else you've been craving. So if you're ready to crack the code on manifestation, amplify your intuition, and play in the quantum, we are now besties. Let's do this. Hello, friend. Welcome back to the Awakening Her podcast. How's it going today? I am so excited you're here. My name is Talia Joy. Welcome to my cozy little corner of the internet. Pull up a beanbag chair, pull up your favorite coffee, your matcha, whatever you've got going on today, and let's dive into a really powerful episode. The fact that you're here is no mistake. I truly believe, that quote that, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. I believe in that sentiment that as we are ready for our next level, sometimes we're feeling, so empowered. We're just ready to activate that next level. And other times we're going through a rough patch or a patch of uncertainty, or let's just face it, a patch of like, WTF is going on? What is in my way? And when we get to that point where we are really fired up about creating our next level and we are open and willing to discover what has been in our way, that is a magical place to be. And that is you if you are here, because we're going to go deep today. We're going to talk about why traditional manifestation methods have not been working. I know you're someone that has been trying. Like, I see you trying. I see you doing your best, trying to manifest, soaking up all this stuff. And if it hasn't been working, there's a huge reason why. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So I'm so excited to do that. But before we launch in, if you are new here, hello, hi, welcome. My name is Talia Joy. I'm an intuitive channel. I'm a manifestation mentor and a spiritual guide, really helping you to unlock that life you see in your mind's eye, because as we're going to talk about today, it is so meant for you. It's not just something that hopefully you're going to create one day. It is literally what you're meant for. So those desires you have, the abundance, the freedom, the community, the travel, the love, all of that is literally meant for you. And again, we're going to talk all about that today, which I'm so excited for. But this is what I help my clients with, and this is what I help you with here on the podcast. I'm so excited you're here. I'm so excited that our paths have crossed, especially for this episode. It's so good. So if you have not already, come and find me over on Instagram. All the links are below for the things I'm going to talk about and so much more. But my Instagram is at Talia Joy Manifestation. I would love to see you over there. I'm doing all the Instagram things, the reels, the lives, the stories, all the stuff, the Instagram stuff. I would love to connect with you over there and get to know you a little bit more. So come find me over on Instagram. And I am so excited to announce a brand new workshop called The Spiritual Assignment. And I'm so excited. It is August 15th. If you want to join, the link is below. We are going to dive deep into this in this episode. So if you hear all this and you're like, holy F balls, I am ready for this work. I'm an old soul. I knew there was something missing. Yes, let's do this. That workshop is going to be so powerful. So it's going to be a mix of teaching about the spiritual assignment, also uncovering your unique spiritual assignments that are going to unlock your manifestations. I'm also going to be channeling from my team of light, and we're going to go through an energy activation to officially accept the spiritual assignment that you may not have seen yet, or may not just had the opportunity to really see what's going on and then officially accept it. So I'm really excited. Join me in the spiritual assignment. It is going to have a long-lasting impact. It's going to change the game for you, and I'm so excited to be on this journey with you. So that link again is below. Okay, we're diving in. So as I've said before, as I just kind of touched on, I know you've been trying. I see you, seeker, like really, truly, I know you've been trying to manifest, and there are reasons why it hasn't been working. You've been on a journey of self-growth and discovery and manifestation for a while, right? You've tried countless techniques. You've followed various teachers. You've probably taken courses, read books, listened to podcasts. You're not new to manifestation. You have invested time, money, space into trying to manifest your dreams. And despite all that, you've made some progress for sure. Let's not underestimate the transformation you've already done, the stuff you've already created, the things you've already overcome. Holy crap, let's never pass over that, gloss over that. You need to have the red carpet rolled out for how much you've been through and overcome. Seriously. And if you're feeling like despite all of these efforts, something is still not clicking, oh my goodness, goosebumps time, you are here. This is what you have been missing. And it's not your fault. I believe that you are taught manifestation from a skewed mindset. So I don't know why, but my team of light's giving me the example we're going to go with of a pie. If you're not new to the show, you know sometimes my metaphors get out of control, but they're giving me the image of a pie and how if this pie is the whole shebang on how to manifest, the full spectrum, formula, if you want to call it that, to manifest, you have been taught a slice. So that's fine, right? We need all the slices. So that's why you've been able to experience some progress. Also, there's some things you've learned that have really clicked or made sense, right? But you're only being shown a slice of the pie. And when it doesn't work, you're being told some really crappy information as well. So first of all, you're sold it as a 1, 2, 3 formula, a linear process that if you follow this super secret elite formula, you are going to follow it, or once you follow it exactly, the floodgates are going to open and all of a sudden overflowing abundance is going to pour into your experience and you're never going to have to worry again, right? I just did this thing, and then I did this thing, and then poof, $20,000, poof, millionaire mansion, poof, whatever, right? That's how we've been told it. And then, as I said, when it doesn't work, you're told, oh, you're not high vibe enough. You're not committed enough. You don't have the right daily practice. And my favorite that I hate at the same time, you're not healed enough. So we've been told this information. You can hear a plane flying overhead. I'm just going to let that be. You've been told this information over and over and over again, and I am here to refreshingly call BS on the whole frickin' thing, because it's not about trying harder. It's not about being high vibe all the time. For the love of everything, you have tried hard enough. It is not about efforting at this point in the game. The thing you need to realize and really know, the education that us as old souls need to come into contact with, is that our manifestation desires are actually soul assignments in disguise. Your cells are calling out for these dreams of success, of money, of finding love, of moving, of being confident, of being healthier, right? Your soul, or your cells, are calling for that, are yearning for that. Your heart yearns for that because it's actually your soul guiding you toward deeper freedom, deeper ease, deeper joy, and your highest timeline. So as an intuitive channel, when I'm working with my clients, I very easily, this is like part of my gifts, but the thing that comes sort of the easiest to me is I see both the spiritual assignments within your blocks, the biggest things that you have going on. I'm going to give an example in a minute. The wounds that you've carried, the big struggles you've been through, I see the spiritual assignment within that. And I see the spiritual assignment embedded within your desires as well. And for every single person, I was saying this to my husband the other night after the kids went to bed, we were out on the deck and the sun's setting and I'm going off on my thing. And he's like, whoa, that's crazy. But if somebody comes to me and tells me what they want, I can see intuitively this very direct line between what they want, what's embedded within what they want, like what their soul's calling for, and then what holds them back and what's embedded within that. So for example, if a client comes to me wanting more health, so they come to me and they're like, Talia, I want to feel stronger in my body. I want to just feel more confident. I don't really care what size I am. It's not really about weight, but I just want to feel healthy and I want to feel, vital and run around after my kids or have a lot of energy in the day and, really feel good. I want to feel healthier. Okay, cool. So then I ask, what has been holding you back from that? And they're like, well, I've been dealing with self-sabotage. I've just been so busy. I can't, give that time to myself. I have little kids or I have a extra full-time job or whatever it is. And I just haven't been able to make the time. I crave sweets, and sometimes it's just hard to eat healthy, etc. So I see my client and I see they want health and they want to feel healthy and vital. So for an example, the spiritual assignment behind that would be their soul calling for confidence, for vitality, to experience more of life, to step into their best self, to pour back into themselves, to love themselves. It's self-worthiness. It's learning how to be your own BFF and not abandon yourself. I know that some of you this is really resonating with. It's really the journey of learning how to fully fucking show up for yourself. Behind health, right? So in the physical world, we go, I want to feel healthier. And in the physical world, people go, okay, walk more and eat your vitamins, take your vitamins, eat healthier, get lots of sleep. And again, that's valuable. And it's only a slice of the pie. So when we do these things, we might get some results, but we're only getting a slice of the pie's worth of results because there's so much more behind it. And if my client came to me and said, I want to get healthier and I don't know what's been stopping me, and I turn around and go like, oh, have you tried drinking more water? Have you tried being active? Like, of course, we all need those useful reminders, but there's so much more to it. We know that, right? We know what the internet is going to tell us to say or what our doctor says or, whatever, what it takes to be healthy. But there's more behind it. So if you're falling into self-sabotage, if you're falling into not putting your priorities at the top of the pile, there's also a spiritual assignment behind that. We could also say a growth assignment, but the reason I say spiritual is because it's contracted into your experience on a soul level to ascend you to your highest timeline. So when we come into this life experience, the way that my team of light has consistently showed it to me for all of these years, I truly believe this, that we come in with certain things that are kind of locked in. I'm going to get into this deeper in the workshop, but we come here with the parents we came here with, the childhood experience we came here with, everything that led to or everything that was in our childhood, like where we grew up, our socioeconomic status, our ethnicity, our parents, whether we had both parents or we were adopted or we had one parent or whatever. All of that was contracted in. And then also your deepest desires and your deepest yearnings are also here for you. So a great example is like my husband, since he was like, 6 or 7, he's imagined himself and dreamed of himself on stage, playing music, making people move. When he was a kid, he's like, I want to be a rock star. And as he grows up, I swear, he's like, I want to be a rock star. But now he's a professional musician, he's on stage, and he's been literally dreaming about that since he was a kid. Those things are put into our experience early on. You may not be like that, where you've had a dream ever since you were 6. I know when I was young, it's funny because I wanted to be a teacher. Funny enough, now I'm a teacher, just in a different capacity. But it may not be a specific goal that you knew what you wanted to be. But those yearnings for travel or abundance or success or to write a book or whatever are also contracted into your experience, even if it's now that you're really starting to get that yearning for freedom. Or maybe it was 10 years ago, you shifted your focus into entrepreneurship. Whenever these desires came to you, whether they were last week or when you were 6, they're contracted into your experience because my team of light shows it to me like your manifestation desires pull you forward and pull you up the rungs of the self-growth ladder, which is also your soul ascension ladder. So without getting too, big and wild, even though I know that that's the journey you're here for, but to bring it down to earth and to really make sense of it, I truly see it as, and this is what unlocks the success for my clients, is that it's not that you're wrong or bad or, oh, I self-sabotage all the time. It's we need to look deeper into these patterns, remove the shame and blame and guilt. Like, you're not high vibe enough. If you cared, you'd do it. Like, oh my gosh, that's so old shit, old codes, not the way of the new earth, not the way of moving forward. But when we look at these things that we continually deal with, we realize that there's a massive opportunity here. The transformation that we're yearning for is not just about going from broke to millionaire or going from lethargic to super healthy. It's an inner transformation that leads to the external. So as much as I geek out on all this spiritual assignment stuff and all this stuff, there's also the laws of the universe, as I talked about in quantum magic, and I'm going to be talking about more as we go forward. There's the physical laws of the universe, like the law of attraction. So yes, who you are being is what will get attracted out. But instead of trying to change who you're being or force yourself to be more high vibe or force yourself to do something different, we want to really look at that manifestation from the inside out and understanding the spiritual assignment behind your desires. So I want you to think of something that you deeply desire. And it could be more abundance or, success in some way, whatever it is. Just think of one thing that you deeply desire. And then I want to ask you, how do you think that having that desire is going to make you feel? What emotions, what states of being are you going to experience when you are in that higher timeline, when you are in your quote unquote dream life? So there's probably going to be things like freedom, ease, peace, confidence, vitality, growth, oneness, gratitude. All these different things are what our manifestation will give us. I know behind money is often freedom. We want freedom. We want freedom to have experiences, to invest in ourselves, to buy organic food, to take our family on trips. We just want freedom. So instead of just being like money, 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 we start to look at the assignment, the spiritual calling behind the money, which is often something like freedom. So it's not that we don't focus, it's not that you can't focus on money. You can have your sticky notes up that say like $20,000 months or I am worthy of $1 million or whatever you want. Totally do that. But we also just want to look deeper. So there's a spiritual assignment you're understanding, behind your desire. There's a yearning from your soul. Maybe behind writing a book is the yearning to get your teachings out in the world or to be seen or to share your wisdom. There's always something deeper. If you're looking for love, you're looking for the frequency of love. A yearning, deeper down could be to activate and to really, truly experience more love. So that naturally comes out as, I want a partner. I want to have closer community. I want to find soul friends. I want connections that nourish me. All of those are a deeper calling for love. So within you, it's going to be unique to you, but truly unlocking that spiritual assignment behind the desires and the dream life that you want, and then the spiritual assignment behind what quote unquote blocks you, those two elements show you exactly what to focus on, what to quote unquote heal or what to become aware of, and what has been blocking you in your manifestation journey. So your desires and your spiritual assignments on both sides. So the biggest things you've gone through, your biggest struggles and your biggest desires are both intentionally designed by your soul, by source, for your ultimate growth and fulfillment and highest expression. You are literally meant to create the life you see in your mind's eye. It's literally written into your soul's blueprint, but also written into your soul's blueprint is transcending what you've been through. It doesn't mean getting rid of the past. I mean, obviously we can't even do that, but it's learning what you came here to learn, stepping into that motherfucking power that you came here to activate, not just forcing life to make you a little bit more money or forcing someone to act a certain way. That shit is surface level and it will not bring you the fulfillment or the long-lasting abundance and success that you're looking for. So even in my own business, behind success, of course, there's things like strategy or choosing, do I have a podcast? Do I put out a program? There's those physical things that, come together as a piece of the pie of my success. But there's also me stepping into a leader, me stepping into confidence, me healing my abandonment wound, me healing any fear of being seen and showing up and all these things. Those are the things that when or if I avoid, I won't manifest the success I'm looking for. And that's the same for you. If we don't accept the assignment, we will only ever get partially there. And every single time I go through a big rebirth, I go through a spiritual flu, I go through an upgrade, and I come more into myself, I become more self-expressed. I become more who the fuck does she think she is, speaking my truth. That is when my business always amplifies, or my podcast stats go up, or I all of a sudden make unexpected income, or clients are drawn to me, or whatever. It's when I accept the assignment that spirit's like, yay, my soul's like, yay, we are so happy. This is actually unlocking what you came here for. And also, you, of course, get to have the abundance, the success, the soulmate. So it's not either or. And it's not that anything is even being held from you. It's just that to your soul, it's more important that you grow and evolve and transcend more than if you have just a fancy ass house. Because I like to say that just like your bestie wants you to have a house and have money, but not at the expense of your happiness or your fulfillment. That was a hard one. Your bestie isn't only happy if you're like, oh, good, she's getting married. Your bestie is happy when you're getting married to your soulmate. If you're getting married, but the person you're marrying is awful to you, the people closest to you aren't just like, oh, well, at least she's getting married, right? It's about the more. It's about your fulfillment. It's about your happiness. It's about your worthiness. It's about you living a life with the saturation turned way up, where everything is bright and colorful and beautiful and magical and yummy. That is the place that they want to get you to. I know that's super energetic and not so tangible, but I feel like you get it. So when we ignore the spiritual assignments, we end up getting in looping patterns that we just feel so frustrated. Like, why is this showing up again? I thought I dealt with this. What is going on? Why do I always keep attracting the same amount of money or the same kinds of dudes or relationships or the same dead-end jobs or whatever it is? Even within ourselves, we might just always default back into self-sabotage or back into not feeling good about ourselves. This is because we're just trying to force manifest, no blame, no shame. We're not accepting the spiritual assignment. So also, when we overlook or bypass or try to get around the spiritual assignment, again, we'll have the same stuff come up over and over. And it will be somehow linked to childhood or our insecurities or whatever, and we just can't seem to get out of it. We also tend to, some of us get stuck in certain trauma responses like fight or flight, or we get overwhelmed and we disassociate or we numb or we can't seem to move through. We get stuck. We maybe, freeze and don't take any action, or we withdraw or whatever else. Again, no shame. It's literally just because we're just slightly missing the mark. We haven't learned this information yet. Also, when we overlook the spiritual assignment, our desires always feel like frustratingly just out of reach, right? Just around the corner, but we're saying that for like ever. And my hand is up. I have experienced that where I'm like, ooh, success is just around the corner. 10K months are just around the corner. Feeling good in my body's just around the corner. But when we're never doing that, it's not even that it's deeper work like it is because it's our soul, but it's not harder. It's just we haven't been aware of the information yet. But that's what we'll feel is like our desires are just out of reach. And we'll always be asking, but how? But how do I manifest? But what do I do? But please give me a freaking formula. And that's the problem, is you can search for the formula. And I've taken really high level manifestation programs with teachers that, you've probably heard of and read lots of books and done lots of stuff. I know the shit, but nothing made a significant difference until I really started accepting the assignments that were here for me, because they're orchestrated by your soul for your highest evolution, for your highest timeline, for your benefit. So you've already been doing the self-growth work. You've already been doing the self-reflection work. You're not new to that stuff. It's time to just very slightly pivot the type of work you're doing or where your focus is to transcend that and to stop looking at manifestation as something you're doing wrong or you're not high vibe enough. It's truly not about that. It's about your unique journey to your highest timeline. It's your personal keys to manifesting what you're here for. It's understanding what you're yearning for on a soul level even deeper and going in that direction. It's understanding how this experience works and why your looping patterns are nothing you're doing wrong and nothing wrong with you. So I hope that this served you, my love. If you are called to this deeper work, I have something called the Spiritual Assignment Mentorship, which is a 2-month deep dive one-on-one mentorship that we're going to go through exactly this and unlocking your unique path to manifestation. And then I also have the Spiritual Assignment Workshop, which is on August 15th that I cannot wait to dive into. Energy activation, teaching, channeling. It's going to be an evening you're going to love. So I hope that this helped you, my love. There's a spiritual assignment that is waiting to be accepted behind your desires, behind your struggles, and I am here for it. I'm to help you. This is a fresh new way to manifest and one that's actually going to work for you. So I'm excited for everything upcoming, and I can't wait to see you in the workshop and maybe even in one-on-one mentorship if you're truly ready to manifest. Okay, I will see you soon. I'll see you in the next episode. Hey Seeker, thank you so much for listening to this episode today. I truly hope that it served you and helped you on your manifestation journey. So if you're ready to really learn how manifestation works so that you can have the freedom to create whatever you want, I invite you to On the Path. It's a private podcast community that will help you to manifest your goals and stay on the path to your most fulfilling life and your highest timeline. This is where I guide you through transformation step by step, helping you to cultivate devotion to yourself, master your energy, do the inner work needed to release resistance, and manifest a life that lights you up. We both know that you're ready, that you're evolving, that you're transforming, that you're ready to quantum leap, and I am ready to offer you the tools and the education you need to move forward. So come and join me on the path. The link is in the show notes below. Hey Seeker, thanks so much for tuning in. Before you go, I want to let you know about The Bedtime Ritual. This is a brand new book that I've created that is a 100-day journey of evening journal prompts. The Bedtime Ritual is a perfect tool for bringing in more intentional reflection, self-care, me time, manifestation, all in just one prompt per evening. I know you're going to love The Bedtime Ritual. The link is below and you can find it on Amazon.